because I'm currently using it to record my screen. Once you become more comfortable with OBS, first we'll take a look at the general settings where you have several languages that you can choose from. And you have a choice among 3 themes, which will change the way that OBS looks. I personally prefer the dark theme. If you're streaming and you want to save a copy of your live stream to your desktop, you would check automatically record when streaming. If your computer is not that powerful, it may be best to leave this unchecked. In the stream category, streaming services is the most common stream type. You can choose from different services, including Twitch, YouTube, and many others. For server, you can leave it on auto or manually change it to a location closer to you, which in my case would be Dallas, Texas. And the stream key section is where you'd paste the key from the service you're using. In output, we'll look at the simple mode. The streaming and recording settings here will work for most of you. Set the recording quality to high, 48. If you're on a lower powered system, otherwise try reduce fine. I've never changed them on the latest videos from our beginner's guide series.
What's up guys, it's Pete here from the Gaming Careers YouTube channel, and today we're going to be going over the ultimate guide to setting up your live stream with OBS Studio. A couple of advisories before we get started. This is a video guide on how to set up OBS Studio for PC. So if you're looking for a guide for Mac or for Xbox One or PS4, then check out the Gaming Careers YouTube channel for those appropriate videos. Secondly, this video is quite long. I really wanted to create a video that went into a bit more detail on the OBS Studio settings, because there's a lot of videos on YouTube right now that sort of recommend certain settings for your Twitch or YouTube stream, but really it depends on your computer specs and whereabouts in the world you are.
Hey, what's up? Big Operation iDroid here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you the basics of OBS, aka the Open Broadcaster software, one of the best live streaming programs for Mac. I've been using this program to set up layouts for live recording and live streaming for quite some time, and with its recent 0.9 update, I believe it's one of the best live streaming clients for Mac, not to mention that it's free. With all that being said, let's begin the tutorial. Alright, so what you're looking at right now is OBS. Now, hopefully you've already downloaded and installed OBS by following the link in the description below, and if you have not, just pause the video, install it, it's not that hard, and play when you're done. Okay, so now that you have your OBS open, it may look a bit different than mine because I'm currently using the dark theme. Now, you can change your theme by going into the settings, and the first thing that you have here is your language, of course English if you want to use that. If you want to use another language, they have quite a good amount of options. I never even realized that. But the theme that I'm currently using is dark. You most likely have default, and you can use whichever one you prefer. I just like to use dark. However, this is OBS. The screen that you're looking at right now is the scene or setup that I'm using at the moment. Now, this can be anything from a webcam like I'm using right now, or your gameplay plus a webcam and more. Now, more than likely what you want to do is something similar to this here, where it's your webcam, it's connected to your Elgato as you can see here, and that's most likely the most basic thing that I'm going to be showing you in this video. Your Elgato in the background, your webcam, and the green screen if you have one. If not, then that's fine. You can still put your webcam and an image overlay. So, scenes are managed on the left of the Elgato. Now, just to clarify, the webcam that you see on the layout is delayed purposely because the Elgato is delayed 1 second when you use it, as most of you Elgato users may know. And I'll be showing you how to do that in a bit. So we have our scenes here. As you can see, I have quite a few scenes because I live stream a good variety of games. However, to create a scene, all you have to do is click on the plus sign. and you can name this whatever you want. We're going to attempt to replicate the layout that I just showed you, which is the most basic one. So I'm going to name this Smash for Wii U 2. And now when you make a new scene, it's just black because you have to add things to it, which are sources. Now, a webcam is a video capture device. An image is an image, that's pretty obvious. Audio input and audio output capture aren't very relevant at this moment. Display capture is to capture your complete monitor or your computer. Window capture captures one specific window, like your Elgato game capture. Game capture siphon we won't be speaking about in this video. Media source is for another video, and text is of course text, and browser source is for another video. Now, first thing you want to know most likely is adding your Elgato into your OBS system. So as you can see, I'm going to click on window capture, and I'm going to name this Elgato 2. And whenever you're adding things, you want to remake them, because any changes I make to my existing Elgato, which is the one I showed you in the other layout, will in turn apply to that one. So always make a new one. It's the best thing to do unless you're comfortable with changes happening. So when you make a new one, you'll see that the Elgato is in here, and that's because if you're using a Macintosh device like we all are, it only recognizes applications that are in the same desktop as OBS. So as you can see, I have on my desktop 4 Elgato, and desktop 5 I have my OBS. So what I want to do is I want to move my OBS to desktop 4, where the Elgato's at. Double click the Elgato, click on the window, and now the Game Capture HD is there. I'm going to click OK. Now, if it's not fit to the screen, you can right click or click with 2 fingers, and you can click on fit to screen so that it stays on the screen. So now I prefer to keep my Elgato on its own desktop, so I'm going to move it back to the other desktop. But OBS just decided to crash. I don't know why, but thankfully OBS saves very often. So as you can see, I didn't lose anything that I was working on. So like I said, I'm going to move OBS back to desktop 5 and leave the Elgato on its own desktop. And the reason that I like to leave the Elgato in its own desktop is
it's time for Nerdgasm.
Hey, what's up guys? Jerry here, aka Barnacles, and in this episode of Tech Tip, I will be showing you how to set up your very first live stream on either the Twitch TV or YouTube live streaming networks. Now, this doesn't require any prior knowledge of how to live stream, and we will be working with a software package that is completely free and open source even.
Hey, what's up? Big Operation iDroid here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you the basics of OBS, aka